Hey guys, it's Jim here, and if you follow this channel, you might be asking yourself, why the hell did you buy another Harley Benton guitar now? Aren't you supposed to be moving? Well, yeah, and it's a little bit more complicated than a normal guitar purchase. I think it was in November I uploaded my first video to YouTube, and I decided I wanted to start doing this every day, which I have started doing. I did that, I think the second day of January, and I haven't missed a day since. But one video I wanted to make was about the quality of the cheap Harley Benton guitars because I had one of the Les Paul versions of them, and I just kind of wanted to go over my thoughts about how good they are for the value and stuff like that. I saw that they had this specific guitar available. I ordered it, as you're going to see on the screen, in December, very early December. This was long before I knew about the HB35 Plus that I ended up buying after, and long before we had made the final decision that we were going to leave California. And quite frankly, I don't know what I'm going to do with this guitar. I don't know if I'm just going to turn around and sell it to maybe one of you guys, or hold on to it, or modify it. I have no idea. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. So without further ado, let's see what we have. Voila. Action is really high on this guy. But it's a DC in the Pelham Blue Metallic. It was a limited run. And when I saw it, I said, you know what, this would be an affordable way for me to get back into these guitars and see what they're all about. And I've never owned a single pickup guitar. I've also never owned a DC style Les Paul. So I'm going to get it set up a little bit. I'll give you my thoughts and we'll go from there. Okay, now I got it all tuned up. Let's check the intonation on it before I adjust anything. It's good. It's good. This is surprisingly good. That's good. That's good. And that's pretty good. This is almost spot on right out of the box. Great job. Other first impressions here. The fingerboard itself, it's almost like it's really dark. It's a lot darker than I had anticipated it being. It almost looks like an ebony as far as the tint goes. It's really nice. There's fit and finish is fantastic on it. There's no binding, so I don't have to inspect for anything like that. The tuners felt pretty good when I was just messing with those, and overall, this thing's in awesome shape. And like I said, intonated very, very well out of the box. So I'm impressed. Now, feel-wise, the neck on this guitar, it feels like a slim taper up here. It does get a little bit beefier the more you go up the neck, but it's still very thin and very comfortable overall. If you were a Fender guitar player and you wanted to switch over to a style of guitar that's a little more akin to a Les Paul, this would be an easy way to do it. I was pretty impressed with this guitar about is the tone knob is pretty decent. I expected it to go kind of either all the way off or all the way on, because cheaper electronics like this, that's just kind of how they work. But this one did a pretty decent job of tapering the tone off, creating kind of more usable neck pickup style sounds. Now, upon actual use of it, I'm not sure if it's just because the strings are new on it. It wasn't holding tune nearly as well. I had to keep retuning it. But, I mean, I'm going to let the strings break in and we'll go from there. I mean, in a worst case scenario, to upgrade this guitar, a new bone nut, $9 if you have your own files or you can file it yourself. And then the tuners, they're alright. Maybe 25 bucks for a set of decent tuners on it, and the guitar would be pretty good from there. But then that gets me starting to wonder. It would not be expensive to throw in a really high-end P90 into this guitar, 2 CTS pots, a nut, and that's it. And this guitar would be, like, done. I just weighed the guitar. It weighs in at 7.4 pounds. So for me, that's extremely light. I think the lightest guitar I have outside of this one now would be the 339, which comes in just under 7 pounds. That's the sweet spot. But compared to even the McCarty 594, this is a very, very, very light guitar. I feel like I can throw it around. It's very comfortable to play as well. The way it sits differently than a Les Paul style guitar when you're sitting with it on your knee and playing along. I really like it. I like it a lot more than I thought I was going to like it, I have to admit. So who knows what the future holds for this guitar. Let me know in the comments what suggestions you would have for me with this guitar. Whether I should sell it, keep it and just kind of hold on to it. Should I modify it? It really wouldn't take much. Or, you know, I don't know. I'm open to any ideas. I wasn't expecting it. It's here now, and well, I'm moving in 2 weeks. So I gotta think, and I gotta think fast. If you like what I'm doing, please leave me a like. I really do appreciate it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this guitar. Subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you tomorrow for another guitar video. Take care.